Hi, the SI meteorologist Paul Dorian here on Thursday, June 12th. Heavy showers and strong thunderstorms broke out in parts of the Mid-Atlantic region late yesterday and last night. The threat for heavy showers and strong thunderstorms increases again this afternoon, and that threat continues on Friday. A weak frontal system that lifted north of the D.C. metro region yesterday as a warm front dropped back to the south overnight. Easterly winds set up overnight, bringing in some very moist cool ocean air with fog and drizzle throughout the I-95 corridor this morning. That front will turn around again this morning and the midday and move to the north as a warm front. Meanwhile, there's a cool frontal system out in the middle part of the country. That cool front will press to the east over the next 24 hours, reach the East Coast by tomorrow night, and that cool front will help to spawn some heavy showers and strong thunderstorms on Friday afternoon and Friday evening. The good news is all of that moves off the East Coast by the weekend. Once again, the Mid-Atlantic region should enjoy comfortable conditions for the weekend, sandwiched in between very unsettled conditions to close out this work week and perhaps unsettled conditions at the beginning of next week. Well, let's take a look at the latest surface observation. Notice easterly winds broke out overnight throughout the I-95 corridor, really throughout the Mid-Atlantic region, all the way into the D.C. metro region. That cooler air has helped to cause some fog and drizzle up and down the I-95 corridor. Skies cleared yesterday afternoon in the D.C. metro region. At the same time, it remained cloudy north of the Pennsylvania-Maryland border. That set up a pretty natural temperature gradient. Temperatures way up in the 80s in D.C., but held in the 60s in the southeastern part of Pennsylvania late yesterday. And that boundary zone helped to spawn some strong thunderstorms, and we'll monitor the cloud cover this afternoon because I do expect some clearing again from south to north, and exactly where that clearing sets up could play a role on where the strongest thunderstorms develop later today. Here's the current surface map, and here's the weak frontal system that yesterday pushed to the north of the D.C. region as a warm front. They jumped way up into the 80s, but then overnight it dropped to the south. Easterly flow right now in D.C. and Philadelphia, New York City, kind of on the cool side with some fog and drizzle. This will lift back to the north as a warm front, exactly where the sunshine develops, which would help to boost temperatures rapidly. May play a role in exactly where the strongest thunderstorms develop later on today, and we'll monitor that situation. I expect the D.C. area should jump to the 80s, southeastern Pennsylvania probably holding in the 70s this afternoon. Meanwhile, to the west, here's a cool frontal system that will continue to press to the east over the next 24 to 36 hours or so, reaching the East Coast late tomorrow or tomorrow night, and this cool front will help to spawn some heavy showers and strong thunderstorms in the I-95 corridor on Friday afternoon and Friday evening. High pressure behind it, though, moves in for a comfortable weekend here in the Mid-Atlantic region. Here's a current look at the radar. There are some showers right now moving northward on the eastern side of the District of Columbia. Certainly anywhere from the D.C. area itself to the east can get showers, perhaps even a rumble of thunder over the next hour or two. For the most part, in the clear here as far as showers and thunderstorms are concerned in southeastern Pennsylvania and New York for the next couple of hours. All of this should intensify. Should be more showers and thunderstorms developing during the midday hours and certainly this afternoon. Well, let's focus on the threat for heavy rainfall and strong thunderstorms for this afternoon and evening, and then again on Friday afternoon and evening. Let's first look at the forecast map from last night's Zero-Z GFS model run for the 500 millibar level for this evening. Certainly is upper level support for strong thunderstorms and heavy rainfall both this afternoon and late tomorrow. Here's the forecast map for this evening. Vigorous upper level trough situated over the northern plains. An extension of that trough into the eastern part of the country by this evening, all promoting some upward motion. Notice strong flow of southerly air, even way up in the atmosphere, 18,000 feet or so. The moisture will be there, and some upper level support will be there as well as this trough moves in later today in the upper part of the atmosphere. And here's the forecast map for tomorrow evening. Again, a lot of upper level support. This trough with a negative tilt to it moving into the mid-Atlantic region associated with that cool frontal system, and this too will support some heavy showers and strong thunderstorms. So really two threats this afternoon and early this evening, and then tomorrow afternoon and early tomorrow night here in the mid-Atlantic region. Well, in terms of the surface map forecast from last night's Zero-Z GFS model run, this is the evening forecast. Thursday evening, some decent precipitation depicted here by the GFS with showers and thunderstorms in the mid-Atlantic region. That's associated with that weak frontal system that will lift northward today as a warm front. Let's now jump ahead to Friday morning. Well, as is usually the case, precipitation may settle down a bit late tonight and the early part of tomorrow, but even as of tomorrow morning, GFS is putting out some decent rainfall north of the Mason-Dixon line. Meanwhile, cool frontal system starting to press in, now reaching by tomorrow morning the western part of Pennsylvania. Let's now jump ahead to tomorrow evening. By tomorrow evening, cool frontal system nearing the East Coast with pretty much a widespread area of showers and thunderstorms expected in the mid-Atlantic region as that cool frontal system presses in. High pressure, however, following on its heels by tomorrow night in the middle part of the country, the Midwest area, and that tends to move into the mid-Atlantic region for the weekend. In fact, let's look at Saturday morning's forecast map. Well, here we go. Another nice weekend for the mid-Atlantic region. That cool frontal system by Saturday morning off the East Coast. High pressure moving in. There will be a noticeable northwest breeze with lowering humidity during the day on Saturday. Sunday promises to be quite pleasant, comfortable temperatures and humidity levels. But between now and the early part of the weekend, all areas in the I-95 corridor between D.C., Philly, and New York City should see some heavy rainfall with the potential for strong thunderstorms as well. Primarily focused on Thursday afternoon, Thursday evening, and Friday afternoon and Friday evening. That's it for now. For the SIWeather.com, I'm meteorologist Paul Dorian.